Oh my god, chills. To become an Ironman, it's unreal what these athletes go through. It's more than a sport. It's constant discipline. It's hours and hours of training. It's pain, it's setbacks, it's a mental battle. You see all these athletes crossing the finish line, but what you don't see is it's an iceberg. This sport, everything, it's an iceberg. The race is what you see above, but if you dive deep underneath the sea level, you see training, nutrition, recovery, community, failure, mindset, teamwork. There's so much more than just a swim, a cycle, and a run. But that was so exhausting. Hi, my name is Lauraseibold. I'm 21 years old and I'm competing in the 2026 IRONMAN 70.3 in Alcudia, Mallorca. A little bit about me is that I've been doing sports my entire life. From a young age, hiking, gymnastics, swimming, volleyball, field hockey, netball, so many different sports, but what I've never done is triathlon. This Mallorca Ironman has somewhat become a tradition in my family. In 2024, my brother Nick decided that he was going to take part along with a friend. The whole week was an incredible experience. All of Nick's friends and our family were there and we were absolutely stoked to support the two. So on race day, we all woke up for the early start, packed our things and headed over to the swim. The energy was electric. Athletes, supporters, event crew, it was like nothing I'd ever felt. A buzz with a sense of nerves hanging in the air. The 7 of us took our spots along the water, signs ready, heart racing. I can't even imagine what Nick was feeling at this moment in time. And then, the legendary Viking clap. It's a clap that signifies the start of the race. It fires up the blood in your veins. It sends shivers down your spine. The horn erupts and it's like a human tidal wave. Athletes charge into the water and start their race. The crowd is chanting, screaming, clapping, bells are ringing. It's awesome. The whole day was like a video game. We were tracking the boys through the app, calculating when we need to be where, driving across the whole island and sprinting from one transition zone to the next. During the cycle, we found the perfect spot to wait for Nick. We choreographed a little dance chant and literally spent about 30 minutes jumping our butts off. The other cyclists gave us a smile, a wave. You guys rock as they sped past. We even made it into the official Ironman Rewind video. For the run, we rushed back to the beach, and because of the loop, we got a good few moments to cheer on the boys. We were definitely taking our roles as support crew pretty seriously, and not just for Nick and his friend. Oh, we were going off.
Oh, with the power! Nice one, Florian! Come on, Nicholas!
Shouting motivation to anyone and everyone, reading the race bibs and chanting strangers' names as they passed. It was fun because like we were seeing the boys over and over again, we started to recognize other runners, other faces as they passed us repeatedly. And like the magic which comes with the sport, we were rooting for them and got excited to see them again. If that doesn't prove absolute community, I don't know what will. So by the time Nick crossed that finish line, adrenaline pumping through his system, I was proud beyond words. His achievement fantastic and the weeks of effort shining through. The whole team was positively charged, absolutely high on life. The following year in 2025, I was travelling in Australia when my family returned to Mallorca, but this time it was my dad and 2 of Nick's friends who were competing. I had been away from home for nearly 8 months by this point, and so far not once did I have the urge to cut my trip short and come home. Until then. Days before the race, I was chatting with my parents and I was battling with the thought if I should fly home early to support my dad. But I only had 2 months left of travelling, so I decided to stay. Because of the time difference, I stayed up all night tracking my dad on my phone, waiting for my mum's next update to hear something about how the race is going. And after a couple of hours, I finally got sent the video of my dad crossing the finish line. And I was bawling my eyes out. Tears were uncontrollably coming down my face. I thought, holy moly, my dad is an absolute legend. This video clip is intertwined with so much emotion. Every time I watch it, I get emotional.
Let's go! Yeah, man!
Congratulations, put a smile on. Seibold.
The way he ramps up the crowd for himself, goes straight to my mum for a kiss, and then crosses that finish line with his arms in the air. Legend. So whilst I was sitting in my dark hostel room in Sydney by myself, trying to keep my sobs really quiet not to wake up my roommate, Nick calls me and he says, "Hey, you want me to sign you up for next year?" And without hesitation, I said yes.
But I said that. Here we go.
I have something wrong with my lower legs. As soon as I run like 2 kilometers, my knees start hurting, my shins start hurting, my quads start hurting. There's something there and I need to...
For quite a few years, I've been dealing with medial tibial stress syndrome, which is also known as shin splints. It's basically a sharp pain along your shin bones, and it's caused from inflammation from tendons, tissues, muscles. It occurs from repetitive high-impact activity, which is why I'm pretty sure I got my injury through volleyball. A few years ago, I got sport insoles for my shoes to basically level out how my feet were standing, but after I got more and more into running, it was just way too much intensity on my shins, and even though I was putting gel on my shins and icing and heating and elevating my leg and taping up my legs, nothing worked and the pain was just not going away.
I just have something wrong with everything from my knee down to my feet. My shins, my quads, my ankles, my knees, everything just hurts. And my family bought this like regeneration, if that's what it's called, machine. Fingers crossed that this helps, because I don't want to have to go to a doctor or have it be more than it is, but I can't run faster than just really slow pace. So something's definitely wrong, and I really hope that this is going to be doing the trick.
I never found a solution. It got better, it got worse. I always told myself it's just gonna heal over time, but obviously me not giving it a break, it never healed. So now fast forward to me in Australia, I ended up signing up to the Sydney Half Marathon. I started a training plan, and all of these runs, like interval runs, tempo runs, hill runs, easy runs, they were all so new to me because I was the classic case of every run has to be a new PB. Like when I started running, and a few years back, I always wanted to be the fastest I could every single run, and that's obviously not the way to go. Because of the training plan, the training load was just so much and my body was not ready for it. I was literally lathering up my legs before and after every single run with Voltaren cream, just hoping that it would subside the pain, and it was not good. I was not being very sensible about my running. I did all the training, and a couple days before the race I actually ended up getting ill. But being the stubborn athlete I was, and kind of still am, I ended up racing, and although I had a stuffy nose, was sleep deprived, and my shins were hurting, I still competed. And honestly, the race actually, besides all of that, went pretty well. But what I noticed was that afterwards, I had more problems. So in the past, for me, in my experience, shin splints had just felt like kind of a sharp pain along the whole shin. Like it wasn't just one specific point, it was along the whole shin, and whenever I, for example, landed after jumping in volleyball or took a step when running, it was always on impact like a certain sharp pain along the shin. However, by this point, the pain literally was excruciating. It felt like daggers were just being cut into my shin, mainly in the upper part of my shin up to my knee. And every step I took, it was just so painful. I really was trying to keep it together and trying to push through. The thing is, I would wake up the day after my run, take one step out of bed, and the pain was back. So I knew that it was different. Something was very, very wrong. No stretching, no cream, nothing was helping. So I decided to go to a doctor and ended up getting an MRI scan where they told me that I was this close to a stress fracture in my tibia. Okay, that's obviously not something you want to hear, especially as an athlete, and they actually ended up putting me in a boot, which probably was a good thing, even though I didn't have the stress fracture. They wanted to go through with the healing progress as if it was already fractured. Honestly, the next few months were extremely hard for me. I was completely out of sports. In the first few days, I wasn't even allowed to do yoga because it was too much strain on my leg. I mean, it was basically a fracture, so that makes sense. But it was hard on my mental state, especially. I was traveling with sporty friends, so I had to say no to a bunch of activities, which, being the kind of friend that usually is the first one to want to join in, it was hard. When I came home after traveling, I was still in my boot and summer was rolling up and it was getting harder and harder to say no to going on a run. The next curveball was also then thrown at me when I went to see a doctor at home, and he basically told me that my injury doesn't exist and that I wouldn't have had to be in a boot this whole time. And after that, I was so confused because first of all, I was thinking, okay, so I didn't need to be in a boot, all of this was for nothing. But then I was thinking back to the facts and I was thinking, okay, I don't know right now who exactly I'm supposed to trust, but what I know for sure is that back in Australia, that pain was real. It was nothing that I want to experience again, so I knew that my injury had to be legit somehow. After a few weeks, I got out of the boot and I slowly started to get back into running, a few different exercises, but honestly the pain wasn't really gone. And during this like time of uncertainty and just confusion, my family and my friends had signed up to so many races and sporting events, and I was always there to support them. I was their biggest fan, I was making signs, I was ready to do anything they needed on race day, and I was really enjoying it. But with every event, it got harder and harder and harder to like truly be okay with not being an athlete myself. Basically nothing was going to plan. I had to drop out of my marathon and my mental state was just going downhill, and I just could not wait for the day that I could be the one at the start of the race feeling the adrenaline of race day. I decided I needed to find a solution somehow, so I actually ended up undergoing shockwave therapy. So for those of you who don't know what it is, you can basically imagine a massage gun, just big, metal and powerful. First they put on a gel on my shin and then they get this machine, and when they turn it on, it sounds like electricity crackling. I'm not even kidding. It's like this loud, like this clicking sound. And basically what the doctor did is with every session, he tried to get closer and closer towards the pain in the shin. I mostly had pain here, so he literally started like all the way along the sides and got closer and closer. Basically what shockwave therapy does, it stimulates the healing process, it reduces the inflammation, and it just increases the blood flow. I had about 8 sessions, and let me tell you, I have never undergone such a painful procedure. I would be lying there for the half an hour or about 45 minutes, just closing my eyes, biting my teeth together, trying to relax my legs, because that is obviously what you're supposed to do. But I was sweating lying there and I just could not wait for the procedure to be over. And after all of that, I can finally say that I'm shin splints free, and I've been doing normal training for a good few months. I haven't had any problems. Obviously I'm super cautious. If I feel anything, I try to stop right away, and I'm still learning on listening to my body, but I'm just extremely grateful to be done with all of those problems. So in summary, speaking from experience, I can say that if you have an injury, if you feel any type of twinge or tightness, and I know no athlete wants to hear this, but take the break. I definitely still fall into the category that if someone tells me to take a break, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, as if I'm gonna take a break. But trust me, dealing with the problem as soon as possible is a lot easier than having to go through the comeback journey. I know it's a mental challenge, and I know you don't want to take a break, but if this relates to you, see this as your sign, and just, it's not worth the injury in the long run. The reason I'm even saying all of this is that that is my reason for why this IRONMAN 70.3 means so much to me. I have been patiently waiting, and finally it is my turn to be an athlete myself. As much as cheering and supporting is equally as needed in every single sport, I just cannot wait, and I can't even tell you how excited I am to be standing soon at that start line myself and to push through to enter the finish line. I'm so incredibly excited for it. I cannot wait. Throughout my whole training progress, I'm going to be as transparent as possible. I'm going to show my highs and lows. I'm going to talk about my feelings, if I feel any injuries, how I'm going to deal with that. All of it is going to be packed into the next few weeks to follow, and I hope with this I can help injured runners coming back from injuries or going through injuries to feel their best, and obviously to know that they are not alone in this. It's time to build my training plan, and I'm super stoked for it. I'm using a training app called Believer, and it's the first time I'm using it. It hasn't even launched yet, and that's a quick side note because my brother Nick actually has created this app. I'm super proud of him, our whole family is, and now all of us, me and everyone else competing in our group for the Mallorca Ironman, we're all going to train with it, and we're super excited, and I just want to take you along on my journey. So right now we're going to kind of get into the app and just create the training plan, and then throughout my whole training plan I'm going to take you along and take you week by week, step by step into what I do, how I train. This is also obviously my first triathlon, so I don't really know how my training is going to feel like. I don't know I don't have any expectations basically, but I thought it would be fun to take you along, and I want everyone to know about this app, because from what I've seen and from the effort I've seen my brother put in, my brother has really deserved it. He's worked super incredibly hard on this app. So let's get into creating my plan. That's already so cool. So my brother basically has been making this app for the last few months, and every now and then he'll give me, my family, an update, and we'll send him feedback and just things that we feel like we would want in a training plan app, and he can like change it like that. It's so incredible, and that is just awesome. Like seeing the app pop up on the screen like that is so cool. Okay, so welcome to the club, Laura, you're in. Let's build your training around your life. Let's get started. Okay, birthday, female, metric. So quick side note, I've gone through all of this with my brother already, just so that you know how he envisioned the app being used. So I'm just going to go through this quickly, and then we'll have a look at what the plan creates. So the reason I'm skipping the paces is because I don't necessarily know exactly what my paces are, and I kind of want the app to figure it out for me and then to adapt to that. So that's why I'm skipping it all. And I might know it for running, but I definitely don't know it for swimming and cycling. So I'm just gonna skip through them and let it figure it out throughout my training. IRONMAN 70.3 Mallorca. It is a middle distance. Okay, race date, 9th of May. Ooh. This is the other point. I have a goal to just absolutely smash the race. I'm so motivated and I want to do my absolute best, but because I've never done a triathlon before, I have no idea what like a realistic time is. So I'm not sure if I want to have a target time like that I just think of, because I don't know how realistic that is. So I think I'm just going to say I want to finish strong, but with all of these things you can change them all later, so that's no problem. Why am I doing this? I definitely want to challenge myself. I want to experience new adventures. I do want to get in the best shape of my life. And I also want to train with friends and family. How many days per week do you want to train? So because I have the whole month off to literally focus just on training, I am going to do 6 days a week, because I don't want to do 7 because I obviously want to give my body the rest it needs too. So I feel like 6 is a very demanding but capable thing for me to achieve. So this is also awesome. You can literally decide on which days it works best for you to train what. So my race is on a Saturday, so I don't want my rest day to be a Saturday. I'm gonna train my brain to remember that Sunday is my rest day, the day after the event. So I'm just gonna basically say that I can train everything on all the days apart from Sunday. Preferred long session day. So I'm gonna say Saturday, so I'll just have my long days the day of the event. Okay, I really do want to be challenging myself as much as I can, but I'm also coming from an injury and I don't want to absolutely exhaust my body, so I'm just going to stay with normal, and then we'll see what the app does, and I can always add my own training if I feel like I want to do more. Build power and prevent injuries with targeted strength work. That sounds amazing. Definitely doing that. And I will do 2. And I also have a gym. Recovery and wellness. Yes, mobility and core sounds awesome. Sleep check-ins, that's cool. Injury alerts. Hormonal intelligence. Wow, coming soon features. That's so cool. All of these are awesome. Okay, connect my devices. Now this is a really cool feature because this allows your workouts from the app to be delivered to your watch. So I have a Garmin watch, which means I can just send my workouts straight through and I can track them and have all the data that Garmin collects and have them in my Believer app. Okay, perfect. So Garmin is connected. Let's continue. Receive notifications. Absolutely. I want all of the motivation I can get, all of the infos I need for my race. Your plan, your goals, let's go. Awesome. Review the details below. You can edit anything before we create your plan. Okay, so all of my information seems to be great. Let's build my plan. Respecting availability, setting pace and heart rate, building sustainable progression. Woo, your plan is ready. Okay, this is awesome. One thing I already love about this app is that it's so simple. I know exactly where to go to find stuff, and it gives me a clear outline on everything I need to know. It has my race name, it's telling me I have a 10-week plan, my race date, my plan structure, I can show my details, and it shows me exactly how it's going to train me. I have my base, which is 4 weeks, then I build for 3 weeks, my peak is for 1 week, and then I taper down until the event for 2 weeks. My training load is also all ready to see. I can see exactly how many hours in the week that I'm going to be working. Everything's consistent throughout the app. I can see my plan structure works with my training load, and let's continue. So now it's also giving me information on how I'm going to train and what the training actually does for me. So someone who's an absolute beginner to training in general, not just triathlon like me, this is really, really good to see because it kind of just gives me the information, like the keywords that the app is going to be using throughout my training, and I can just see exactly what everything means. It tells me what it's for, how it feels, and how often it's going to appear.
Once you've registered in the app, this is what you'll see. You have your whole training plan, your homepage, your coach, your plan, your insights, and all your other details. Each workout is simply broken down into steps. You have your whole workout, you have personalized targets, a nutrition guide, and coach notes.
You can use code Laura and Nick. What do they get with that?
You get a 14-day free trial and 20% off your first year.
So join the team and become a Believer athlete.
Look, everyone has their own journey, and I want to share mine leading towards my race. I hope to inspire young girls and boys to push their limits and find comfort in the uncomfortable. I want to create a space for athletes to feel heard and supported during all phases of training, and I plan to share my experience with the world. My learnings, my tricks, my mindset. This kind of sounds like I'm an elite athlete, which, disclaimer, I'm definitely not, but I'm just trying my best and giving it my all. Stay tuned and follow along for the ride.
Welcome to week 1 of my 10-week training series. You may have come from episode 1, which if you have, then thank you for joining along on the journey. If not, let me quickly catch you up to speed. Hey, my name's Laura, I'm 21 years old, and I've been doing sports my whole life. I've just come back from an injury. My family's recently really been getting into triathlons, and this year in May, I'm going to be competing in my first ever triathlon. I'm doing the IRONMAN 70.3 in Alcudia, Mallorca. The triathlon consists of a 1.9 kilometer swim, a 90 kilometer cycle, and a half marathon to finish it all off. I started this whole series just for people to follow along, for me to document my training. In this video specifically, I want to focus on how to choose the right equipment. Within the video, I'll be giving a few of my tips on how I've chosen my equipment and what I'm planning to do in the future. I am a beginner when it comes to triathlon, so these are all just my personal preferences. It's a 10-week training plan through the app Believer, and I'm super stoked to get this thing started. I'm just about to start my first training for my triathlon. It's a 9k easy run. So my pre-workout is just bread with almond butter and bananas and cinnamon. Let's smash this and then do our easy run. Let's see if we can sync the workout from the app onto my watch. We can click down here and session sync to Garmin has been initiated. Perfect, straight from Believer onto my Garmin watch. Let's go.
Okay, first training done. Feels really good to have started my plan and to have completed my first workout. Okay, first of all, the Believer app and the Garmin work so well together. It literally was absolutely seamless. I got my paces and everything read out to me through my headphones, and that felt really good to know exactly like where I'm at, kind of. Okay, I'm back in the kitchen. I'm gonna make some lunch now after my run, and I'm just gonna put the statistics here so you can see everything of how the run went, and I thought I'd give a quick overview too. So my aim for this run was to stay at the heart rate that Believer was telling me and not the pace. My average heart rate was 136, which I think is pretty good. The warm-up was supposed to be around 119. I was at like 150, but during the whole run, like the main part of the run, the 30 minutes, I was trying to stay under 140 and trying to get my pace as quick as I could. So sometimes my pace was like 550, sometimes it was 630, and my heart rate was like fluctuating so much. It was so unsatisfying because I was supposed to be running 9.5k. That's because the pace was so much quicker than what I was actually running. My average pace was 6:03, but because of that, I only ran like 7 something Ks. My route also is so like zigzaggy, I had no idea where I was going. So I'm gonna make a yogurt bowl for lunch. Oh my gosh, that looks delicious.
Absolutely.
This morning I had a full body strength session and I ended up focusing a bit more on my legs than on my upper body.
Now, when it comes to triathlons, this can be a very expensive sport. You need a full-on equipment for 3 different sports. That's a lot of equipment and a lot of money that can flow into this. However, like everything, there's always a way to find what works best for you. My first tip, and this is mainly for Europeans, is the brand Decathlon. You probably know about this brand because it's full of sports gear and has a very, very big variety of things. Starting off for cycling, what me and my friends have found is that Decathlon actually has the best quality shorts, like bike shorts, that we found. There are a few pretty expensive brands out there, especially as the sport is getting more and more popular. What we found is that the Decathlon cycling shorts are actually the best in the market. For us personally, at least. What we love about them is that the material is super comfortable, it's breathable, the padding is great, and also they don't ride up on your legs. So, I mean, it's not anything special, let's say, but it really, really does the job, and especially for the price, it's great. They also have a really cool variety of sports tops, and they have cool designs, and it's just always something new. The last thing I want to show you is this wind jacket. It's also from Decathlon, and what makes this so special is obviously it's such a thin material, so it's perfect, but you can actually make it super small, and like that, it fits perfectly in the back of your cycling jersey. So tip number 1 for Europeans, Decathlon is a pretty good way to go. Okay, day 3 of my training. Today is Wednesday, and today my workout is a bike ride, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to because over the past few weeks where I knew I was going to start training for my triathlon, I have not ridden a bike at all. Like, I've been going on runs and swims and all that, but I have not fully sat on a bike properly. So today's workout is a easy bike ride. I think it's 55 minutes in total, but 45 minutes of actual zone work. So I'm gonna go to the gym and do the bike ride there because my legs are completely destroyed from yesterday's workout. So my plan is to go to the sauna afterwards because my gym luckily has a sauna, which is a big luxury to have. So yeah, we're gonna go to the gym, do our workout, go to the sauna, and then make some delicious dinner.
I have about 2 minutes left of my ride before I have a call. And it's really tired, I'm sweating. It's actually really good. It's the first time I'm riding a bike with like an actual intention of training something and with how to train. Like I know how many watts I'm supposed to be training, what height I'm supposed to be at, and I have like a rough outline of how far I should be something. And it feels really good. It's also the first time I feel close to that so much in the I'm absolutely loving it. I cannot wait to see it over something. But I've just been listening to a podcast the whole time, so that worked really well. So, all in all, I'm looking with my legs. I'm so tired, my quads are absolutely on fire. But, thumbs up to the first bike training. So for today's dinner, I'm making what's become an absolute staple in my kitchen, and it's just literally like a honey beef bowl. It's beef and veggies, sweet potato, cottage cheese, all the good stuff.
So I'm just cooking my beef right now. Usually I put my sweet potato in the oven because I like it getting really crispy, but the oven takes about 40 minutes and I don't have a microwave, which would also be quicker. So I'm boiling the sweet potato in the pot, which I've never done before, but I'm just boiling it like a potato. So hopefully that also tastes good. I feel like the oven gives it a bit more flavor, so we'll see how it goes. But I like to put onions in with my beef and then I season it with salt, pepper, oregano, and paprika. And then you just assemble everything together and you get the most perfect bowl. What I also do is I add honey, which just absolutely makes it yum. You cannot have enough honey. I also had pickles recently, and because there's always so much more juice than there is pickles, when I emptied the jar, I just added just my own cucumbers and celery into the old pickle juice. So let's just add some of that. It's always usually some type of variation of that. Sometimes I have corn in there as well. Sometimes I even put in like apple slices. It can kind of change up, but it's always beef, sweet potatoes, veggies, and honey. That's like the main part of it all. And then I always make sure to take a picture for my Instagram account. And then we get to eat. I'm so excited. This is literally one of the best parts of my day. I kid you not. It's just so good. I wasn't even that hungry after my bike ride, and now I'm just so glad that I've made something proper and didn't just, I don't know, eat a protein bar or something, because real food is just alright. I'm gonna absolutely devour this, and then I'm probably gonna stretch because the sauna was great. I was in there for about 20 minutes, but oh my gosh, my legs already feel extremely sore. I have a swim tomorrow, which I'm probably gonna do with a friend. I guess I'll just see you tomorrow. Cheers.
Well, this is Felix.
Yes!
He is also taking part in the triathlon.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
It's my first swim training of like officially starting the training situation, and you haven't officially like fully started your training, but you're gonna start as soon as you can.
Hey, everyone in their own pace, right?
But yeah, we're heading to swim training. My training today is a technical trim, so I have like a few exercises to do, and I think it's about 1.5k, I think. Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, so today my training is gonna be not drowning and then really working on not drowning. And with the arms, I'm really trying to not drown this time, so that's what I'm doing.
It is 10 to 11 p.m. I'm so tired and extremely sore. I had dinner basically the same as yesterday. I only ate half of the sweet potatoes, so now I just made a brownie with the other half. So that's currently in the oven. I thought I'd give a quick rundown on how the swim went whilst rolling out my legs, because my legs are so sore from the last few days for all of the workouts. First swim since 3 weeks, like first proper swim again. It was the first time I was having like a swim training where I had a proper training, like I knew exactly like exercises that I was doing. I think I was doing them wrong. Let's ask ChatGPT. In the catch-up drill, one arm waits in front until the other arm catches up before it starts the next stroke. Okay, so that was basically what I was doing. So it's supposed to improve stroke timing, balance, and body position. In a normal freestyle, your arms move continuously. Start swimming freestyle. Extend one arm straight forward in front of you. Use the other arm to perform a full stroke. When the moving hand touches or reaches the stationary hand, switch arms. So like that. Okay, that's basically what I was doing, so that's good. So my total swim, I can put it on the screen here, was 2,400 meters in just under an hour. And my average pace was just under 2 minutes per 100 meters, I think it always is. And it feels good to have a swim over 2,000 meters. In the race, obviously, the swim is 1,900. So I'm feeling pretty good about the distance. I just need to work on my speed and obviously optimizing my technique. But the biggest difference is just going to be the open water swim, because now that I'm in a pool every 50 meters, which I'm also already lucky that it's a 50-meter pool, I like kick off, but in open water you don't have that. And then obviously the other thing is also all of the people. Like in the event there's just gonna be so many swimmers and you might get a kick in the face, kick in the stomach, so it's just a bunch of things that are gonna come with like being part of the event. Oh, my timer for my brownie. Let's see if it's ready. Oh, it smells good. The trusty toothpick to see if a batter is already cooked. No marks, let's take it out. Oh. This is my sweet potato brownie. Wow, it smells really good. And it smells of raspberries because I also put in raspberries. Ah, why do I keep burning myself? You know what would be really good with this? Some ice cream. But I do not have any ice cream. I'm also gonna add some blueberries because we love blueberries. Oh yeah. Okay, you can see the sweet potato chunks inside. I feel like this might have been a bit of a fail, you know? Okay, this is my brownie and we're gonna try it. I think it's still very hot. I hope it's kind of sweet. It tastes of nothing. I might add some skier. Tomorrow on my training app, it says that I have a 14k long run. And I actually called my brother today because I want to go on a hike with some friends tomorrow. The big problem with training for a triathlon is that it takes up so much time and your social life can go downhill from there, and it just impacts your life quite a bit because it's quite intense. So the app that Nick created, the idea behind it is to allow yourself to be so flexible that you can move your training plan around your life. So tomorrow I want to go on this hike, and obviously I shouldn't run 14k before or after going on a 5-hour hike. Like, that's just counterproductive, it's just too much work. So I called him and I was like, Nick, what do I do? Should I go on my run or should I hike with my friends? And he said, look, going on that hike is gonna be more sociable, it's gonna be more fun, and it's not counterproductive if you do that instead of your run. Like, in the end, hiking, you're also training and you're also moving and being active, and that's the main part and the main focus of my training right now because I'm in the first week. It's not like super specific. I'm also not a pro athlete. And then on Saturday or Sunday, I can still decide which day. I have a long bike ride, and the day I don't do that is my rest day. So very excited for all of that. We've made it to the top. We're at about 1,600 meters and my knees are definitely sore and my thighs as well. But I think it's a good exchange for going on my run. We've finished our hike. It's super warm, so the only right thing is to get in the lake. The only thing is, the lake is absolutely freezing. Like actually freezing. Tip number 2 is that when picking out your equipment, say your running shoes, you should mainly focus on what features you actually need, because a lot of people get kind of carried away. They think, okay, I need the new Vapor Carbon something trainer, like high quality thing, but it might look cool and it might get promoted as really, really good and new and just high tech, but what if that's not actually necessarily what you need? For example, that kind of shoe is not what you need for an easy run. So if you're looking for a new trainer, you should think about what features are actually the ones that you are supposed to be looking for in a shoe. So don't get fooled by the marketing or trying to, you know, like stay on trend or whatever. Really have a look at what you need and then figure it out from there. My third tip is that your equipment and the things that you just use during training and your routines as well, they're all going to change throughout your training, because once you actually start training, you'll actually realize what you specifically need and what works best for you, because everyone trains so differently. So we're all going to have different preferences. You might start off with a preference of one pre-workout, and then over time it'll gradually change because you'll realize, actually, that's not giving me enough energy for the length of my workout or the hardness of my workout, so that'll naturally just change. And the same thing is with equipment too. You'll probably also find that you're going to be adding equipment towards your training. That's what's happening with me. For Christmas, one of my presents was a new cycling bike, especially for the triathlon, and I'm so excited to finally be able to take it for a spin. This week it's not going to be here yet because it's actually still in my hometown, but from next week I'll be able to train and practice with my official race bike. For now I'm still just using my cycling bike that I've been using for the past few years, but it's not very special, it's kind of old. For this triathlon, I just really wish for something a bit more technical. So what I'm trying to say in this tip is that sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. And if you realize, okay, this really is not doing it for me, then you can think about investing into something new. Just because your equipment might be a bit older doesn't mean that you can't train properly. Yes, it could be easier, more efficient with something new, but it shouldn't stop you from getting in the gym or getting on a bike or going for the run. So use what you have and make the most of it.
Last workout of this week. Got a bike ride, we're heading over with the crew. So much fun, my first proper training ride outdoors, which is awesome. And we'll just see how it goes. We've got about 50k ahead of us. But sun's out, mood is great, so let's see how it goes. I can definitely feel the legs from yesterday's hike. But we're gonna push through. And let's get it!
Cycling through the snow. Looking like the mountain pass we're supposed to cross is still frozen shut, so we might have to turn around. But it's still beautiful! Wow!
So we're just driving up the mountain, yeah. You can see the beautiful view here. If you yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Now we're eating some traditional Austrian food, yeah. It was invented by a cook for the lady of the, yeah, and it's really nice. Yeah.
You made it.
Willst du was sagen? Vlog?
Alright, quick summary. The bike ride was super challenging, it definitely pushed me mentally as well, which is also part of the training, obviously. I mean, all of these weeks leading up to the race needs to be mental training too, because on race day, it's a mental challenge for sure. So I was on a proper cycling bike, but not the same as what I'm going to be racing in. I didn't have any cycling like click pedals where you just click the shoes in. I didn't really have the right equipment, I didn't have my helmet, I didn't have most of my stuff, so I definitely made do with what I did. I'm very proud of myself for finishing that session, and I'm very much looking forward to going on a proper ride with my proper bike. So talking about new equipment, I actually ordered a new pair of glasses and with that a new water bottle to take on my bike rides, and it's just arrived in the mail, so I'm super excited to unpack it with you. Okay, first up, the water bottle. This was honestly just kind of a nice add-on because I have one bottle, but I seem to just be forgetting them at my friends' places all the time. The brand that I ordered from is called Raiden Vision. This bottle is going to be super practical, just really easy to like take a sip while it's running. It's like one of the squishy bottles. So I'm very excited to use this. And then obviously what I'm super excited for are my pair of glasses. For the longest time, I've been using my brother's old sports glasses, and I mean, I'm honored. I mean, he ran a marathon in them. He competed in the Mallorca 70.3 Ironman 2 years ago, but they're just kind of getting a bit old. They're kind of falling apart. So I thought, why not now buy myself some new ones? So let's open them. Also, this is not sponsored. It's just, I'm very excited to get my own pair of glasses. Woohoo! Oh my God. Oh, they look so sleek. Wow, look at that. Hell yeah. They're so light too. Wow. Ooh, They're so cool. Wow, they're really comfortable. Wow, I'm so impressed. I love them. I'm sure I'm going to be like 10 times faster on the bike now that I have cool glasses. I've never gone for purple glasses. I always have either blue or red, but these look awesome and the white looks really, what's the word in English? Chic. I'm trying to say chic. For all my German people out there, these glasses look chic. That's what they look like. I don't know why my brain isn't coming up with the English word. In the beginning of April, me and my family are heading over to Mallorca to just do like a boot camp to fully prepare for this Ironman. Let me know in the comments if you're interested to see exactly what equipment I'm using, what bike, maybe even my swim wetsuit, my glasses, my cycling gear, my running gear. Let me know if that's something that you'd want to hear. One more quick side note, make sure to use my code Laura on the Believer app and secure your training plan. And with that, thank you so much for watching and I'm hyped for week 2. See ya!
You've got to activate the glutes. This body posture, it might be more aerodynamic, yeah? But this is activating the glutes, yeah? You see that? You see how I'm activating them? Full activation now. Now no activation.
Do you train fasted or do you take pre-workout? Because that might be the literal reason why you aren't seeing any progress. Hey, my name's Laura and I'm training for an IRONMAN 70.3. It's my first triathlon and this is week 3 of my 10-week training program. In this video, my focus is on sharing what pre-workout works best for me and what doesn't really work. If you're new here, I'm hoping to inspire and motivate everyone to get out of their comfort zone, and make sure to check out my first 2 episodes of this series. I like fueling my training sessions with food-based pre-workouts. I'm not the biggest fan of caffeine or those powders that you can take. This week started off with an easy run, so I just had half banana to give me that carb boost, but it's easy on the stomach. My aim with this run was to keep my heart rate below 140, and it was more of a recovery run from the cycle I did on the weekend. Tuesday was a bit of a bigger session. It was a 70-kilometer bike ride, which I ended up fueling with a bowl of oats and banana beforehand. The oats are good because they're a slow-releasing carb, meaning that I have more of a steady energy throughout my long session. I also had 2 gels to make sure I avoid fatigue and I can keep my pace. For this ride, my average heart rate was 136, but I actually ended up maxing to 195. For 3 hours, I need to make sure that I can keep my heart rate lower next time, but that's what training's for, right? Both the banana before my run and the oats before my cycle is something I'm kind of used to and my body's used to. I know that it's light on my stomach, but it still does the job for me. On Wednesday, however, I fueled a bit differently for my long run, but you'll find out about that in a sec. I am just getting ready to go on my long run for today. Usually I run in the mornings, but today it was pouring it down with rain and I knew that it was going to be pretty good weather this afternoon. So I was like, Laura, you know what? You're not going to go for your run this morning. You're not going to run in the rain. So we're running now. And now it is 4:20 in the afternoon. Oh, and I do not feel motivated whatsoever. But we need to get it done. And usually I'm always in a good mood after my run. So I'm just going to take all of my past moments into consideration. Push away the demotivation and just focus on going for my run, because I know I'll feel good afterwards and I'll be proud of going for my run. The other thing that I wanted to say is that usually I'm pretty on point with what pre-workouts I have. And now that it's in the afternoon, I'm kind of feeling lost on how to fuel properly. And that's definitely something that I'm still like learning throughout this whole training progress, and it's obviously super helpful to try out different ways of fueling pre, during and post workout, and especially in like this base phase of training, because this way I can really see, okay, what works best with my body, what workouts are, how intense are they, what type of fuel do I need beforehand. And today I tried something new. About 45 minutes ago, I had a piece of sourdough with jam, which I never have as pre-workout. And honestly, I'm kind of hungry, which isn't usually the case, like after eating my pre-workout. And it feels very heavy in my stomach. We're just gonna stick with that, and after my run, see how I'm feeling and if I felt super off with my energy levels. And then I guess after the run, I'll know exactly if that type of pre-workout works for me or if I should stick to my normal food. So that's just one thing that I quickly wanted to mention, because it's such an important part of training, is learning what works for your body. So for now, it's just gonna have to do. My workout today is a 70-minute long run. My Believer app is saying that I'm gonna have about 14 Ks down, but I don't think my pace is as fast as what the Believe app is telling me right now, because it just still needs to collect all my data and like fully see what actually is my pace and my heart rate. I'm probably gonna have about 12Ks maybe. So yeah, I'm just gonna stretch now and then I'll catch you during my run.
Okay, warm up is done. I'm already feeling happy that I went on my run because the sun is shining and it's absolutely beautiful outside. But I can feel my left hamstring is kind of tight and my heart rate is elevated as well. So I'm a bit confused on what's going on there. But now I have an hour run and just gonna enjoy the sunshine. Just hit 5K, just under half an hour. So pace is all right. My heart rate is slowly going down to about 130 right now, so going good now. I just hit 9K, but honestly, the amount of times I've gotten lost in this area in the past 3 days is unheard of. I think I hold the world record. Oh, okay, we're done.
Okay, I'm obviously glad that I went on my run and then I got it over and done with. Completed my training for the day. Very good. But that was so exhausting. It's like my heart rate actually ended up being fine. I was running at about 130 heart rate and my pace was about 5:35 for the most part. But oh my god, my legs are so sore. It was an easy run because of my heart rate and my pace, but my legs. Does that then still classify it as an easy run? I don't know. I'll put in my statistics over here. I also ran 13 kilometers. So I smashed my goal of running 12K. My mum actually brought me my bike, so she's in town. So tomorrow I'm doing my gym session with her, and then on Saturday I'm doing my swim session with her because my mum is also competing, so she's also training, which is very, very exciting. Oh, okay, let's shower, make dinner, and just relax. It is 20 to 8 in the evening. I'm currently watching a show and just massaging my legs because, oh my god, they are already so sore. And I remember saying on the run, and I remember feeling on the run, that my left hamstring was like kind of hurting. And I think it's from all the cycling. I wouldn't know what else it is because I haven't been to the gym to train legs in a week, I think. And it's not from swimming, so it must be from the cycle. So I definitely need to keep an eye on that. Also, I think I forgot to say after my run, because I was so exhausted. So I can gladly say I figured out that my stomach does not do well with pasta 4 hours before a long run or sourdough with jam half an hour before a long run. My stomach was heavy the entire run. After like 10Ks, no, even before that, after like 7Ks, oh my god, I needed to go to the toilet so bad and everything was just low in my stomach. It did not feel good. So pasta, no go. Maybe the night before, but not as a lunch. And I think I'm gonna go back to a rice cake with banana and almond butter because it's like light, but it's also carbs, and that definitely felt better. So tomorrow morning, I'm back to my normal pre-workout.
The fact that it's 20 to 8, no, it's 20 past 7, and the sun is already shining, that is just, oh, spring and summer is coming, yay! Mum, what have you found? Oh! That is awesome. It's like a, what is it called in English? Like a just massage roller.
Like a roll, fascia roll out.
Wow. This is awesome.
Genau, willkommen.
The weather is just too good, so we're gonna go for a bike ride and get our first ride in with my bike. Banana for our pre-workout. So the plan is to cycle 45Ks. I don't know how fast they're planning to go. I'm cycling with Domi, Nick and Felix, who you will have seen in last week's cycle video as well. And it's just so beautiful out, so we thought, why not go for a cycle? My cycle workout, the second one for this week, is supposed to be on Sunday, but I may as well just do it today because I didn't have a rest day in my plan anyway. So now if I move my cycle to today, I have a rest day on Sunday, which is great.
Halfway point, how are we feeling?
Halfway point, we're feeling good. How are you doing? Feeling a little bit of a tingling in the legs, but it's gonna be good.
Oh, that was a mental struggle. My hands are so cold. I can't even open my thing. Oh. We only cycled for about 40 Ks, I think, but my heart rate was so high the entire time. I was literally at a heart rate of like 180 the entire time, and we weren't even going up hills. So that was definitely like a mental game, as in, Laura, what are you doing? Why is your heart rate so high? Just like second guessing myself, like how fit I am. And then it was cold and miserable and it was getting dark and I couldn't see anything. Definitely not the ride I was hoping for. But it's okay because we'll have rides like that. Okay, I'll put in my statistics over here. It was also such a fail because on my Garmin watch I stopped the watch. I saved the activity halfway through, which means now I have 2 cycles, which is so annoying. And also I could feel my shin during the ride and it was really bothering me because I do not want to go back to my injury. Okay, I'm gonna shower, make some dinner, and then we might see each other then. So for dinner tonight, we're having this delicious plate. I'll insert a better picture over here, but we have some cauliflower, some chicken, and then the broccoli, and then the sweet potatoes. Oh my gosh, they were literally like stuck, like stickily stuck to the oven tray. Oh, look at that. It's just, oh, it's so good. So that is dinner tonight. Good morning, it is Sunday. Yesterday I had a rest day and today I'm about to head off to go swimming with my mum. She's never been in the 50-meter pool here in Munich, so it's very exciting. And I'm just trying to see, here we go. Just want to grab a banana for my pre-workout. And now let's go. I think she's already outside.
By the way, I haven't properly introduced my mum as an athlete. You're also taking part, which is so... Oh, same thing happened when I introduced Felix. How are you feeling about everything?
I'm feeling really excited that I have already practiced a little in terms of cycling and swimming. That's my main fears, not fears.
Running you can obviously do, because Mum has already run a marathon. Yeah.
That's 3 years ago and it sometimes feels like too long ago. But no, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited that we do it as a crew. I'm feeling excited to actually do it, and sometimes I'm a little anxious, but I can deal with that.
But you're a superhero, so you can do anything.
Woohoo! Alright, take it.
Swimming is your biggest challenge.
It is my biggest challenge, yeah. Because I think there's just so many people in the competition around you, smashing on top of you.
Yeah.
Crazy things happening, which I can't really.
You can't practice it also.
Yeah, well, we can try today.
You just want me to swim on top of you to practice what it's going to be like in the event.
I'm feeling really good about it. What an excitement to go to Mallorca, to do that all together. It's going to be so cool. That's what I'm seeing in front of me. Mm-hmm. And I'm seeing myself finishing, so that's a good thing.
That's good.
Do you see yourself finishing?
Mm-hmm.
What's your biggest thing actually?
My biggest thing is definitely the cycling.
Okay. The downhill or uphill?
Actually, on the last bike rides, or on the last cycles that I've done, I've underestimated how scary it is going downhill quickly. It is actually kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
And especially when you have windy roads, that's what it's gonna be like in Mallorca. I was comparing it to skiing downhill.
Yeah.
And this year I set myself a new skiing record. I went 103 kilometers per hour or something. And then on the bike, my max was like 50 something. And I was thinking, how on earth was I double the speed skiing? And I was nowhere near as scared. Like now with cycling, when your bare knees are out, you can see like the gravel and your feet are clicked in.
Yeah.
I mean, they're clicked in skiing too, but it's completely different.
Yeah.
So that's also something to practice, actually going downhill. I think some people might forget that.
Right, let's
do our swim session.
This was a bonus session, so just about getting a few more laps in. It is currently 10:20 on Sunday evening. Week 2 of training is completed. Last week obviously was my first proper training week, so this week I definitely felt that, like just the weight of all the training. And I think what killed me this week were my 2 bike rides, because I was supposed to have, or I usually have, one long ride and one easy ride, but the long ride was a lot longer than it should have been, and the short ride was a lot harder than it should have been. And biking is definitely my biggest challenge, and I'm still trying to figure out my groove with all of that. My heart rate is just way too high right now, and I just need to get in the spin of it, you know? Also in the first week, I did most of my trainings in the morning, and whereas this week I was doing them throughout the day. And I have to say, I definitely found it harder to get my nutrition on point this week. Like, it was just harder to figure out, okay, when is the best time to eat my meals, and when is the best time to have my pre-workout and post-workout. Like, it was a bit more challenging. So I think I prefer working out in the mornings. So for next week, I'm gonna try and do that more. I'm just so excited that I have my bike with me. I can finally go on a proper ride with my shoes and my click pedals, and it just feels really good to have my bike here and I can just go off whenever I want. Once again, the Believer app really is such a game changer for me. Definitely make sure to use my code, which I can put on the screen here. Super exciting stuff. Use my code and check it out for yourself. It gives you structure, it gives you your plan, it gives you tips, motivation. My favorite feature right now is that I can move my trainings to whenever I want, and then I can get them done with my friends. When plans change, I can still get them done. I feel productive, and if for some reason I can't switch my workouts, it'll tell me why, and I can actually understand why it's important to do them like the app is telling me to. Also, yesterday on my rest day, I felt absolutely comfortable with taking my rest because the Believer app was telling me that it's part of the training and it's super important to take those days seriously too. If you're someone who doesn't fuel before a training session, then see this as your sign to introduce some type of food or carbs before your workout. Giving your body something to run off of before a workout has literally been proven for so many positives. It enables you to push harder and longer, meaning that your training results will probably go up. It can protect your muscles and prevent you from injuries, and it can sharpen your focus. There are actually so many different fun ways to create your pre-workout, so just give it a go, be creative, and see what works best for you. Like I figured out in this video, I'm not the type to have pasta right before my long run, but let me know what your go-to pre-workout snack is and write it in the comments. Also, make sure to check out my Instagram for some more fun triathlon and food content. Next week's video is going to be a fun one because it's all about how to include fun into your training. Come back for that and I'll see you next week. Bye! Hey, my name is Laura and welcome back to my channel. The main focus in this video is to show you guys how to have fun throughout your training, because I know that training can take up a lot of your life. It can push the social aspects away, it can push away your me time, and it can just be very overpowering. Throughout this whole training, I've made it a priority to add something fun to my training. So this week I wanted to show you what I got up to. Let me quickly back it up all the way to the start for the people that are new here. I'm 21 years old, coming from an extremely sporty family, and my brother kind of got the triathlon tradition into our family. This year in May, I'm taking part in the Alcudia Mallorca half Ironman. In the past year, I've had a bit of ups and downs with injuries and being able to take part in events and having to drop out, so I couldn't be more stoked to take part in this and finally be an athlete competing myself. So with all of that being said, I hope you have fun watching this video. I know what you're thinking. 8 AM? That's not a very early start for triathlete training for IRONMAN 70.3. Well, I hate to spoil it to you, but I'm a student on semester holidays and I'm actually prioritizing my sleep this week in training. Today is the 16th of March and it's week 3, Monday of week 3 of my training, and we're doing a easy run this morning. It's just a 45-minute easy run. Thought I'd get it done this morning, and we're back to our normal pre-workout. If you watched last week's training video, you know that I was kind of messing around with my pre-workouts and trying to figure out what is best for me. This morning we're back with rice cake and almond butter, banana, and some cinnamon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just finished my warm-up, 8 minutes. My heart rate is extremely high, like definitely not in zone 1, but I was trying to get it as low as possible. And now it's finally gotten lower, and now I'm in my proper run stage, so now I have half an hour zone 2 running. My shin is feeling great, and it's freezing outside. I could have worn some gloves, but it's beautiful, and I'm just gonna enjoy this run.
Well, I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast. We've got a lovely spread of things, and I also have a lemon ginger tea and some creatine. And this is the mantra for today. Life is better when you giggle. I'll probably see you tomorrow.
Dolly and I are heading into a training today. It's another technique swim for me. I don't know what. Dolly, what's your plan? Endurance swim. Endurance swim. Let's go.
Yoo-hoo! Swim training is done. We're really good. We swam for just under an hour, and now we're going on the westland. Yoo-hoo! That's the fun. Always find something fun to do attached to your training, because it makes you even more motivated to go. Thursday, week 3 of training. I'm at home right now, and me and Nick going for a long run session. We both have a long run, about 75 minutes, so we have one gel with us to take halfway through.
Is it your first long run?
No, I've had one every week, so I've had 2 long runs so far.
I've just realised that I haven't introduced Nick. I think you're one of the last ones for me to introduce out of the people competing in our group.
I'm the brother.
This is my brother Nick, the creator of the Believer app. Go check it out. And he's also competing. Nick, he's got proof because he already did it in 2024. And now you're kind of taking it chill on the training. From what I've seen, I don't know if you've been doing a ton behind the scenes.
Well, I've just been working a lot, but I am training. My goal is to be fast enough so that I can cheer the rest of the athletes on for their run.
which is very cool. Imagine just competing and just finishing quick enough before all of your friends to be able to cheer them on as well.
I'm so hyped for Laura's first triathlon. That's so cool.
Yay!
The fun part is we get to train together, because there's no point signing up for an event like this if you don't enjoy the training, because that's most of the experience.
Yesterday when I went swimming with Domi, went on the water slides. That was really fun.
Did you count that as training?
No, not as training, but...
My average heart rate was way too high, but it was a steep slide.
Going, ah! Okay, let's stretch and then go.
Behind the scenes of how he's filming. Okay, we're halfway now. We're running 41 minutes so far. Distance 7.16k. Pace of 6 minutes and my heart rate is at 145. And it's time for a gel. And to be honest, I'm someone who does not like taking gels. And it's something I need to train in my training. So even though right now I feel like I really do not need a gel at all, Nick made a fantastic point earlier, saying that it's training my body for the event to be able to take in the fluid and the gels and everything and just get used to it. So that's why we're going to take a gel together. I also don't really like the taste of gels. Oh, that's revolting, Nick. Nick likes lemon. I don't like lemon, and this is lemon.
Hier recht.
Tastes like bogies. Machine. Oh my god, how do you do it? Long run complete. We did exactly 1 hour, 21 minutes and 21 seconds. Pace of 5:53. I'll just put my stats in the corner and then you can have a look. Nick, how you feeling?
I'm feeling very good. The gel helped me. I know Laura didn't like it, but I'm also very thirsty right now and hungry.
Oh yeah.
So excited to fuel back up. So all good.
Was an amazing session together. Let's go. Siblings for the win. Whoop, whoop,
Yes.
whoop, whoop.
Because yesterday I had my long run, I'm just doing a easy recovery run today. I'm running with Domi, which is why I'm packing my things, because we're gonna run together and then we're gonna cycle to go to a cafe and get some cinnamon buns, because I really feel like a cinnamon bun, and what better way to combine it with your training. Hello! Ready, 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 ready!
Always good to get your warm up in, to try out new things. Yep, Domi's studying sports, so she has all the run warm up techniques to do. And as you just saw, she's a lot more practice in them than me. Okay, let's go. Halfway point. We've done about 3.3k. How are you feeling? Amazing. Perfect. So good. Domi had a bit of an injury on her knee, so we're just getting her back into running. And this is your longest run since the injury? Yeah. So going really well, and looking forward to our cinnamon rolls. Only a couple hours later, but we're here for our second training of the day, strength training, and we're at Eternity doing a strength session, so let's go home.
Can you feel it? I can feel it. Can you feel it? I can feel it.
Decathlon right now, and we're just getting a few bits and bobs to make sure we've got everything we need. They have a massive selection of, what are they called in English? Tricot. Jersey? Yeah. Like triathlon jerseys. So let's just see what we can find. Okay, we're back at home. Let me show you everything I got. So starting off, I just got a bunch of different running and cycling socks. Then I got a new towel because I have this one and it's the same thing. It's just bigger and like more fluffy. And they're so good because they're quick drying towels. My family's been using these for years, especially like going on holiday and just going to swim training. Like, you don't want to have a massive towel with you, so these are really good, but I just had the fluffy one, so I wanted another one. Then I got a pair of cycling shorts, and they also have straps. The ones I have right now, they don't have straps, but I needed a new pair anyway, just to have another one to like rotate through in the washing, and I thought, why not try one with straps. They also had a bunch of really cool jerseys, as you probably saw in the video, but none of them were there in my size, so I'm definitely gonna have to order some of those. For swim training, I got this floaty that you put in between your legs so that you can focus on your arm movements. Then I got this protein powder. It's just a chocolate flavored one. I usually use the brand Vitane, which also has really fun flavors, but I usually like using them in smoothies or in yogurt bowls because the flavor isn't super strong. Like the chocolate protein powder, for example, isn't very sweet, but I love how clean the brand is. So if I want to just have a protein shake, then I'm going to use this, but if I want to just add it into baking something, then I'll probably use my Vitane protein. All of the next things are a bunch of different type of gels or fruit bars or snacks to have during the race. During this training, I'm trying to figure out what works best for me, but because I haven't really in the past fueled during training a lot, it's definitely something that I'm new to, so I thought I'd just get a bunch of different type of things to really be able to figure out, okay, what's the best for me, because I've heard from friends what they like, and all of my friends have different preferences too, but I just need to figure it out what is best for me. I got this electrolyte drink. This one is peach flavor, and I haven't tried a lot, but I know that there's also lemon, which my brother really likes, raspberry, which Domi really likes, and I think strawberry might be the one that Felix likes. I'm not too sure, but there are a bunch of different flavors, and I really want to try peach because I feel like it's going to taste like iced tea. So that's the one that I got. Next up, I got these gels. There are so many different types of gels in the market, and Decathlon does have a very good variety, and they are good quality as well. These gels have a ratio of 2:1 glucose fructose, which is supposed to be really good, and they have 30 grams of carbs per sachet. Now Decathlon has a new line of like gels and bars out, and this is what the new packaging looks like. I feel like it looks really professional, and it's all with the 1:0.8 ratio, which is supposed to be like the best ratio for athletes. So as well as the gels, I got these fruit jellies, which I've tried from a different brand before, and I'm pretty sure these are a bit bigger. They just look like gummies, but I feel like I like them during runs because it's different from just like getting liquidy gel in your mouth. I think they're going to be good for cycling too, because whilst running, it's kind of hard to chew and swallow them. So for running, I'll probably use the gels, but these will be good for cycling. And then also, because the cycle is so long and you want to have a bit of variation, you usually have a gel after half an hour, and then for the next half an hour, you have some type of bar. So I got these bars, which are just cereal bars. It's chocolate banana, chocolate coconut, and chocolate peanut almond mix, and I've never tried these before, so I'm definitely gonna keep you updated on how they taste like and how I like them during runs. And then also from their new line, I got the chocolate fruit bars, and I honestly don't really know exactly what they're like. I hope the packaging will show me, because it's not a fruit jelly like the ones I just showed, and it's also not a cereal bar, so I don't actually know what they're gonna be like. Okay, so it's kind of like the date bars that you get. It looks like a brownie. So these are the gummies, and this is like the chocolate bar. So yeah, that's all I got. A bunch of different things to try out, and I'll make sure to keep you updated on what my preferences are. Happy Sunday. It is just past 12 p.m. and I'm about to go on my cycle training. I'm doing it with Nick and Domi, and to be honest, I'm really demotivated because my legs are really sore. I went to a workout class 2 days ago, and I was doing light weights because I knew I had this cycle and I didn't want to have sore muscles, but I guess I did do one like move that I haven't done in a long time, so I guess that kind of really exercised my butt because my butt is really sore. Anyways, we are gonna prepare our electrolyte drink, and it's the first time that I'm
using this because I bought it yesterday, and it's the peach flavoured one from Decathlon. So it's just 1 scoop of it with 500 milliliters of water. I feel like I'm mixing a cocktail, a sports cocktail. It basically tastes like iced tea. I think I put in a bit too much water because the flavour isn't very strong, and the other electrolyte drinks I've tried from this brand have tasted a bit more strongly, but I like it. Repping the new socks. Ooh, look how snazzy they are. I'm gonna take 2 gels, one of the chocolate fruit bars, and then a banana chocolate cereal bar. All sorted. Let's go. I just arrived at Nick and Dommy's and we're having a bit of a costume change because it's on my way to here, which is like a 2-minute cycle. It was freezing, so I'm actually gonna wear a bit of the thicker jacket, but then leave my wind jacket and my vest here. These guys are packed and loaded. My supply doesn't look that big yet, but I have this as well. I took this one. Nick's got the berry ones and the gels. I have these ones, but the chocolate one from yesterday. It's like a date chocolate, I think. I don't know. I'm excited to try it.
The biggest hack for using electrolytes is to have a scooper that is smaller than the size of the top of the bottle, so that you can easily fill it without overflowing everywhere.
Wow, Nick.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a hack that you've come to the realization of because you scooped with a massive scooper and it just went everywhere. Could that be right?
Yeah.
You want to have one?
I think I have one. Thank you. Nick, you've got the lemon one, right? You have raspberry. And I have peach. Let's go.
We've got about 55 minutes, and honestly, I'm really fighting. My AT is cycling, my heart rate is at 182. Woohoo! Okay, 1 hour in. Time for a second school up. The first time. Oh, there it is! After the first half an hour, I hit a gel. It was disgusting, but I need to get used to it. Now I'm going to have to see what it tastes like. Okay, first thing I'm realizing that it's hard to have something proper to eat because I'm trying to chew and breathe through my nose, so it's kind of hard. But I like the idea of not having to take a gel. Tommy, what are you having? I'm having a jelly bar.
Younger soul, brother, keep your eyes on the prize, cause you.
I look like a crazy person. That was so much fun, but my butt hurts so much. Oh. Okay, it was about 53 kilometers for 2 hours, which is awesome. It was pretty hard though. Wow, I am tired, but like happy tired. Like I'm glad that I did the bike ride, and I'm proud for doing it and completing it because it was pretty tough at some points. At other points it was awesome. It was like steady state, like such a flow state. It was so beautiful outside and just amazing to be outside with people I love spending time with. Okay, all freshened up and now I'm absolutely starving. I had some leftover pasta from yesterday, so I just have tortellini, which has spinach and ricotta in it, and then I just put in some beef and some carrots and some pesto sauce, and then I made myself a protein smoothie with the V-Team protein that I was talking about, and it's just got blueberries, bananas, almond butter, the protein powder, chia seeds, creatine, and some water, and that's what's in here. It's nearly 10:30 in the evening and I'm about to go to bed. I have a tea to drink and a book to read, and I just did my stretchings. I love ending my night like this and it's just kind of a routine that I've figured out works best for me. It slows me down into the evenings and I can just sleep better knowing that I'm stretched and just been off my phone for the last couple of hours. So that's something that I've just adapted into my evening routines. And like this whole week was focused on having fun with your training, it's also important to have some routines that you have for yourself that just give yourself like inner peace and just makes you more balanced with the things that you do. So I hope you were able to take a bit of inspiration for your next training session. An easy thing to remember is just to train with your friends. It's so much easier to get motivated that way, and I also feel like if I have someone else that's working out with me, I want to motivate them to give their best, so automatically I'm being more upbeat and more motivating myself. Oh, I just can't wait for Mallorca. First of all, of course, for the training camp, but also for the event week, when it's just the big group of us and everyone's just really like nervous but also having fun, and it's just going to be amazing. Sports is such a liberating thing, and it's so much more enjoyable if you can share these moments with other people. Follow along on my Instagram to get even more content on insight into all of my training. Make sure to use code Laura if you plan to train with the Believer app, which I can definitely recommend. If you have any questions for me, or even better if you have any tips for me, then definitely make sure to write them down in the comments. After today's cycle with Nick and Domi, I'm super pumped for next week to see what kind of trainings are to come. So make sure to follow along, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. It's week 4 of training for an IRONMAN 70.3. Hey, my name's Laura. If you've come from my other videos, welcome back to the series. If not, let me quickly give you an introduction. I'm a super active 21-year-old who loves everything sports and high energy. I signed up to my first ever triathlon, which is going to take place in May of this year, 2026. It's in Alcudia, Mallorca, and it's the IRONMAN 70.3. If you want to know more my background on why I chose this race and just in general how I got to doing this, then definitely check out my first episode of this series. Throughout this series, my aim is to inspire, motivate, create a community, document my journey, and take anyone who wants to see my progress along for the ride. This is week 4, which means it's the last week of base training before I really go into my build phase. Right now it's Wednesday evening, so let me give you a quick recap of Monday and Tuesday's training.
Ooh, girl, you're shining like a Fifth Avenue diamond, and they don't make you like they used to. You're never going out of style. Ooh, pretty baby, this world might have gone crazy. The way you save me, who could blame me when I just wanna make you smile? I wanna throw you like Michael, I wanna kiss you like Prince. Let's get it on like Marvin Gaye, like Hathaway. Write a song for you like this.
My goggles aren't tight. Keep leaking water. Ouch.
You're over my head, I'm out of my mind, thinking I was born in the wrong time. One of a kind, living in a world gone plastic. Baby, you're so classic. So classic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic. Oh, a dozen roses, anything for you to know.
The first session of the week on Monday was an endurance swim. I'll put my session on the side here. I swam a total of 2,750 meters in 51 minutes with an average pace of 152 per 100 meters. My heart rate was also super steady, so overall pretty good. Next up, yesterday's bike ride. Now this is a little bit of a different story to the swim because this was a challenge, definitely not just physically, but an extreme mental challenge. Okay, about to go on a massive cycle. Probably my biggest training that I've had for my bike. It's nearly 2 p.m. I'm meeting Nick, Domi and Felix with all the bikes ready to go at 2:30. Last night I made some overnight oats that I could have now because, as we know, carbs are what's going to give me the fuel. It's looking like I didn't use enough milk. It's kind of very dry. It looks like bird food, I'm not gonna lie. So I live in Munich and cycling here is actually awesome. The only trouble is getting out of the city because it takes like 20-25 minutes just to get out. So we're actually gonna drive about 20 minutes with the car just to get out so we don't need to be standing at all of the traffic lights on our bike. Pre 70k cycle. give it a try. Tastes like childhood. I used to have like porridge with honey sometimes before school. That's what this tastes like. I also grated in some apple just to get a bit more juiciness inside. I'm trying to decide what gels and what nutrition I want to bring because I brought with me a bunch of everything. I'm not sure what to do. What are you guys taking for nutrition?
Can't say it on camera.
Wait.
So I'm eating this, best one. Someone's filming against the sun, so it's impossible to see what I'm holding up. A real videographer pro over here. Junge, Alter, it looks like I have a six-pack. Which I do. No, I don't.
Okay, what have you got?
So, precision, fuel, best one, never get sick.
I got 2 gels, 1 jelly bar, and 1 bar. Okay. And then last one's over there. We also have electrolytes in our drink bottles. Okay, I'm gonna take, you had one of these last time, right? They were good. Should I take this instead of a gel? Or is it immer Gel mitnehmen? Okay, so we're taking 1 gel, 1 brownie because they were just amazing, and then I'm gonna take 1 chew it and 1 bar. So at about 25k an hour in, feeling good, heart rate is still immensely high, like 180 is insane. But we had 1 fuel so far and it's really time for next gel. I don't know if you can hear me, but oh my god, it's so tough right now. Ugh, I hate feeling weak. I absolutely hate it. I hate being the last one in the group. I hate being the weakest one in the group. And that
Herzfrequenz hoch 153.
And that might be a bad personality trait, but I don't, that's just what it is for me. I'm really trying to keep my motivation up, but oh, it's hard. Come on, Laura, fight through.
Herzfrequenz hoch 178.
It was absolutely beautiful, but my heart rate, oh my word, I had a max heart rate of 202, and although my average heart rate was 158, every time I looked at my watch it was like 180. So I don't know what was going on there, but I definitely need to work on my cycling stamina because that's going to be pretty challenging in the event if my heart rate is so high. It's kind of hard to eat while cycling. Your nose is snotty, the wind is there, you want to keep your speed up and you're also trying to eat and fuel. It's just a lot of things happening at once and it's just something I need to practice. So yesterday's bike session was just pretty tough, let's just say that. But hey, it's not always going to be a straight road and it's just part of the training and it's part of the learning curve. I am just getting ready to head out to go to the gym. It's already 4 p.m, so it might be super busy. Coming from my injury, I just really want to look after my legs, especially my shins. A reason for the injury occurring was that I was doing too much plyometrics and just, too much intensity in general. But the plyometrics definitely did not help. But now that my legs are healed, I can use it to strengthen my shins. My watch is still telling me that I have 68 hours of recovery and rest time. So today's mission at the gym was definitely not to exhaust myself, especially after yesterday's bike. It was literally just to get into the gym, move my body, and to just do a bit of injury prevention stuff. It's run morning.
It is Friday of week 4 and I'm currently waiting for Nick to go to the gym with me and we're going to train some upper body today. Yo!
On Saturday, I went to another run club for an easy run. And then I ended the week on Sunday with an easy bike session in the gym, followed by some legs and a bit of core work. All of my training is done through the app called Believe It, and you can use my code Laura to secure your training. My family's heading to Mallorca early for a little training boot camp to really get those hills down. So if you want to see all of that, make sure to stay tuned for the next videos to come. And if you have any questions or anything you want to see, make sure to write it down into the comments. I'm just super stoked for all of this. The last 4 weeks have been an absolute blast and I can't wait for all the rest of the training. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you're currently training for anything. Make sure to subscribe and see you next week. Is there a better way to train for a triathlon than in the hills of Mallorca? I don't think so, and that's exactly why we're here. My name's Laura, I'm 21 and I'm training for an IRONMAN 70.3. The race is actually going to be in Alcudio, so what better way than to train the exact hills. If you want to hear more about my background, make sure to check out my other videos, or you can look at my Instagram too. This week was full of fun, a challenge for sure, a little injury scare, but overall it was a really, really good training camp.
Meow. Woohoo! Off we go!
Yeah.
Just getting ready for the first workout of the training camp. I actually have a brick session today, which is my first brick session of the whole training. Brick just means that you basically have 2 disciplines right after the other to practice going from one to the next. So today I have a bike ride and then a run right afterwards. I haven't done a bike session with my mum or my dad yet, so I'm very excited to cycle with them. After the bike ride, I'll just drop my bike off here and go for a nice easy jog. That's the training plan for today, and then in the afternoon we can chill, which is just amazing. What a luxury to be on holiday and train. The bike ride that we've decided to go on today is just like an easy session. There are a couple of hills we want to try out, but we've planned all of our bike sessions for the time that we're in this hotel for. Tomorrow we have a hill session and 2 days afterwards we also have a hill session. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what it's like to cycle in Mallorca. My brother and my dad are very used to cycling in Mallorca because they've been doing it since we've been coming here in summer, and I never wanted to go cycling with them, which, looking back, thinking about future Laura, I maybe should have, but 13-year-old me wanted to lie by the pool and not go for a bike ride in the mountains on holiday. That's why now we've got to put in the extra training, so yeah.
Let's go! Squad rolling out. First bike session of the training camp. Woohoo! Done about 22 Ks and now we've got a hill leading up to the end of the road, but feeling pretty good. This was a nice easy bike ride to get in the swing of training camp. It's absolutely stunning. The ocean, the flowers, so beautiful. Woo! Let's go, go, go! First bike session now. We need to transit into run. First brick session. Feeling pretty good. Legs are feeling pretty tight from the cycle, but it's the first time going back to back on the sports and I'm so excited. It's actually really fun, like getting off the bike and not being done yet and going for a run. It's awesome. I feel really good, so enjoying it. And also it's just so pretty coming from cold Germany into Mallorca. It's amazing. Oh yes, I definitely just ran way too far because the kilometers I just ran is the kilometers I'm supposed to run in general, and now I need to run back. But it was worth it. It's absolutely gorgeous here. Okay, something I've already learned. I need to find a good hairstyle for the event because this is not going to work for half a marathon. Day 2, got an amazing breakfast again. Chia seed pudding with birchi muesli, some pineapple, and just a scramble of good things.
We're doing the first proper ride, ending with a mountain.
Vibes are high!
Vibes are high.
Short tops, woo!
This is beautiful.
Let's go, let's go!
The Husa? The Husa. Whoa, hold up there a second.
How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. We only just started going up the hill, so legs are starting to burn, but my heart rate's so much lower than it was like back in the other training, so I think training so far has already done its job, so definitely feeling good about that. And now we just gotta make sure the legs stay strong.
Tommy?
Let's go.
Now, everybody!
The first serpentines are behind us. It's definitely getting harder, but this is what training is all about. San Salvador, 510 meters. Incredible view.
There, guy. How are you feeling? Good. Exhausted, but super happy. Good job. Oh, that was so much fun. That was a good hill. I think that was my strongest I've ever been. Like I felt the strongest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So 1 out of from 1 to 10. How was the hill?
Okay, the first hill we did with constant 10 with everyone, that was so hard. So this was like 7.5.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Nice!
Yay! Let's go, Papa! What's up, boys?
Hey, we are very good.
What's up? Can I get a quick report?
It was much easier than we thought. I think we have legs of steel, and we had the turbo, and then you had the ultra turbo. Hey?
How was it for you, Nick? A walk in the park?
It was very fun. I enjoyed it. I had some moments with a higher pulse, but then there were also flatter sections where it went down again.
On
top of the world!
Let's go! Oh yeah, that was one hell of a ride. That was awesome. I feel like I'm full of endorphins and I haven't been like this after a ride at all. In all of the past trainings I've done for cycling, I have not felt this happy afterwards. And it's because I feel like the training I've done in the past few weeks was shown today. Like that hill, that mountain was pretty
big, and like I just zoomed up there and I felt really strong. Yeah, my legs are absolutely on fire, but I felt so good. It's just past 1 p.m. and lunch is open till 2. So we're just gonna all shower, get fresh, and then go over to lunch. And then we can just chill for the rest of the day. I think I'm pretty sunburnt looking at myself in the camera, but I did put on sun cream. Alright, time for statistics. So the max height was 475 meters, but we had a total height elevation of nearly 700 meters. Average tempo was at 22 kilometers per hour, and the fastest I went was 52. Total distance was 41.6 kilometers in a time of 1:52. My average heart rate was at 141 and my max heart rate was 172. So there you have it. For tomorrow we don't have a cycle planned. We did a cycle yesterday, cycle today, so we're gonna have a break tomorrow, but then the next day we're gonna do the same thing we did today, just because the hill we did is really good practice. Okay, I'm getting hungry now, so let's shower and then head over to lunch. After lunch, it was time for our first open water swim session, and I tell you what, it was absolutely freezing.
Sabe que me funde con tu piquete. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Esos movimientos me tienen loco. Oh, oh, oh. Me gustaría tenerte de frente.
Hello. Hello. Nice. Good job.
Look what I found. Freezing!
Näher dran machen!
Wow! You did 2000!
1,9, ja.
Wow, well done you!
Yay, winner pose.
Good morning, day 4 of training camp. Yesterday I had an amazing rest day, chilled by the beach, read a book, shot a bit of content with Nick on the bike, so very successful day. It's currently nearly 10 a.m. and I went to the gym this morning to train upper body and abs. So the last ride you saw was the hill and it was 40 k's. Today we're doing the hill again, but we're kind of extending the route a bit, kind of going a bit all over the place to get 60 k's in. Just want to practice sitting on the bike just to get our butts used to the seat basically. And then the rest of the day is just relaxing because we gotta keep our legs fresh for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a swim and a run, and tomorrow is also the day we leave this hotel and we head to our Airbnb. So last evening today, we're gonna make the most of it and just enjoy our time here. Let's go! Wow, I might be a bit burnt, or it might just be from the exhaustion, but that was a hell of a bike ride. That was absolutely epic. We did 60 k's, and I'll put in all the statistics here. It was so much fun. I felt so good, and it was a burn in the legs, but it was just so much fun. Cycling here in Mallorca, I'm actually just beyond grateful because the scenery is incredible. Wow, so glad we did this bike ride and definitely ready to relax for the rest of the day. I'm gonna get ready now. We're having a Easter brunch here at the hotel, so gonna get all dressed up for that and then enjoy the food. It's currently the evening of day 4. It's nearly 11 p.m, so ready to go to bed. But I wanted to give you an update on how it's been going. Overall, it's been going super good. I've really been feeling the training from the last few weeks and I can tell my improvement, which feels awesome. The open water swim that I did was just so freezing, but I have another swim tomorrow, so I'm just crossing my fingers that I can hold through the same length that I could last time without freezing off. The running, I've only done 2 runs and they went well as well. And yeah, the biking has just definitely been feeling really, really good. But, a big but, is that I can feel my injury. I had a stress fracture a couple months ago. It's been a good while and I did recover. And now, especially after today's bike ride, I can really feel my shin. And it doesn't feel good, to be honest, because I'm trying to stay positive about it, but realistically I should probably take a break. And I'm really trying to be a good, sensible athlete and push my ego to the side, or it's not even my ego, it's just that I'm so in this training, and especially now we're in training camp and I'm here to train hills, especially on the bike, but I need to listen to my body, and if I'm having pain I should stop, and I also want to be a good role model for anyone watching. What's annoying is that I have some pain just like walking around. Even just this flexing movement, I can feel my shin here and it's kind of painful. And that's not great. Tomorrow I'm just gonna fully rest my legs. No run, no gym, lower body, no bike. I'm gonna go for a swim the day after tomorrow. I'll just have to see how it feels. Hopefully that already will have done something. Running I'm probably just gonna stay off of for a bit, for a couple of days. I'm just crossing my fingers that this kind of subsides. Yeah, that's my update and I'll see you tomorrow.
Today's workout is a swim back in the ocean. It's gonna be freezing. Last time it was freezing, but I think I'm not gonna swim as long as last time. I'm not sure yet how far I'm gonna swim, but it's just about practicing open water and being in the swimsuit and everything. Yeah.
Ready to go.
This is the Arctic. Today's motto, swim as fast as if a shark's behind you.
That is all for part 1 of training camp on Mallorca with my family. For the second half of the trip, we travelled across the island and stayed in an Airbnb, but you'll see all of that in next week's video. Welcome to our training camp on Mallorca.
For IRONMAN 70.3!
Let's go! My name's Laura, I'm 21 and I'm training for an IRONMAN 70.3. My first open water swims and big climbing days on the bike were all part of last week's video. After a little injury scare at the end of last week, it's time for an easy ride. For today's session, we have a 45-kilometer cycle with about 660 meters of elevation.
Just going uphill right now. It's actually going pretty good. I'm definitely making sure that I'm going super slow and just taking my time to get up the hill. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Right now I'm kind of in the woods, so there's no view, but every now and then there's like a view to the ocean. It's just so pretty, and I'm just enjoying it now. Going slow, enjoying it, making sure not to use too much of an upwards pull, because that really goes into the shin.
Made it! Woohoo! Yippee! Let's go. That felt pretty good. it is day 7 of training camp. Yesterday looked a bit different because I took a rest day just for injury prevention purposes. I've been feeling a bit of a twinge in my shin, which is obviously not what I want to be feeling at all. So I'm definitely trying to take it as seriously as I can while still taking in the training camp as much as I can. Today everyone's having a rest day and I thought I would go for a little swim because I had my rest day 2 days ago. And one thing that we've learned from the last swim is to use this thing. It's called the Glide and it's basically like a cream to put on your body because in the salt water the wetsuit creates such a big rash whenever you like turn your head, and I have like 2 spots that are really sore because in the last swim we forgot to put it on. So I'm just putting on the Glide everywhere where it could create a rash basically. And then I have no idea what type of swim I'm gonna do or how far or how long. I'm just gonna swim for as much as I want. The conditions aren't perfect because we have like a small bay that I can swim in. It's not big enough to just swim around the bay, so I'm gonna try and go around the corner, but there's a lot of like boat traffic going on, so I need to make sure that I'm staying safe. I also have the massive orange buoy to show that there is a swimmer in the water, so making sure that I'm visible. Tomorrow we have our biggest bike ride ahead of us. We're going up the mountain that we're also going to be going up in the race. So I definitely want to make sure my legs are feeling fresh for that. And usually I would be going on a run now, but because of my shin injury and just wanting to make sure that my legs are completely fine tomorrow, I've decided to go for a swim instead of the run. So that's why we're going for the swim, although the water is absolutely freezing. Okay, ready to go. Just need to blow this up.
So this is the bay that I'm talking about, and I can swim like along there and then all the way along there, and I don't know what's around the corner, so we'll just have to see what there is, and hopefully there's not too many boats going around, but I think it should be good because most of the boats are like a bit further out there. Let's go. Face the cold water. So cold.
Turn around really slow. Breathe some air, taking time. Hold around your neckline. Oh, I love moving slow. In the wrong seas. In the road.
That's salty. Geil. Okay, half an hour, 1,000 meters. But it felt good. It wasn't as cold as in the other place, but I still got out now because I don't want to get ill. And it's time for lunch. Me and Mum are currently in the kitchen making some recovery drinks for everyone. This is vanilla protein, banana, chia seeds, and water because we don't have enough milk. And bananas, that's what this is. And I'm gonna bring it down to everyone lying by the water. For size comparison, this is Mum's. This is everyone else's, and that's Nick's.
Wow.
Good in, Niklas. A monster shake.
Monster shake.
Good morning everyone. We've just driven to Alcudia and now we're about to start our final cycle session. Dad, what are the statistics for today? How long, how far, how high are we cycling?
Today is the big one. The big one to finish it off, a fantastic training camp. So we got 2/3, almost 4/5 of the IRONMAN 70.3 route, which we're gonna do in May. So we'll go out of Alcudia for around 12 kilometers, and then we have 26 kilometers going uphill. So a real big one. And then once we're up there, we'll have a quick nice stop at that petrol station at Luke, we love so, and then we'll go downhill. and then we go around 40k coming downhill, so we do 72, but it's gonna be a lot for our legs.
Good day yesterday to rest our legs, and now we're hopefully all ready to cycle up that hill.
Absolutely, and the full team is ready to go, so off we go.
Mum, how are you feeling this morning? Stacked and ready to go. Feeling good. Whoa, already in the Ironman suit? How are you two feeling this morning? Ready to rock and roll?
Ready to rumble.
Awesome. Oh. I don't know if we're at the top of the hill, but everyone was celebrating their teammates, so we decided to stop, and now we're waiting for Nick, Mum and Dad, and maybe this is the top, I really don't know, but it was really pretty challenging, so it would be awesome if it is the top. How are you feeling? So we found out that we're not at the top. This is basically the part of the track where during the race you think you're at the top. Everyone thinks you're at the top because it looks like it, there's a sign, and it goes downhill. But actually there's 5 kilometers more of mountain and then you're at the top.
And did you say that we're riding the race route today?
Yes,
for training?
Yes.
It's going good.
Oh, my back is killing me though.
Lower back?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
My legs and my back hurt, but my stamina, my endurance is fine. Which feels good. That just means I need to train legs more.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Woo, 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 woo!
We are just coming up on the last hill. I'm going at a pace of 11 kilometers per hour. Distance is about 33 k's for 1.5 hours. The hardest part of the hill is already done, and now it's just the last few meters to get up there. Feeling pretty good, feeling strong. Let's push it. Woo! Made it to the top! Let's go, and look how busy this petrol station is. I don't think we're the only ones cycling up this hill. That is awesome.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go.
We just got to the point in the race where we usually stand and celebrate and dance and chant. This is the corner, and then everyone here is like, go, 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 go. Flashback to that.
Go! Go, team, go! 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 Go, team, go!
And now we're just gonna cycle the rest of the way back to Port Alcudia. Made it. Hell yes. That was awesome. Did about 75 kilometers in just over 3 hours. That felt pretty good. Oh, my butt hurts though.
Woohoo! And there's the next one! Let's go!
Check, check. Nice. First feeling after being done? Good to be back. Woo! Woohoo! Done it. Hell yeah! Hey!
Danke, Papa. Das ist ein Leben, oder?
Grillen riecht einfach wie Sommerkindheit.
Wow, what an incredible training camp. I'm honestly super grateful to have had this time to just be in Mallorca, to train the hills, and to also spend this time with my family and to just enjoy training and sporting together. It just makes it so much more fun. If you have any questions regarding triathlon training and Ironman 70.3 in general, make sure to write them in the comments. And if you have any ideas or specific things you want to see in my future content, also let me know. Check out my Instagram to see the things you don't see on my YouTube. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and see you next week. The time has come. It is race week, 10 weeks of training, and it's all going to be paid off on this Saturday. It is my first ever triathlon. It's the Alcudia Mallorca Zafiro Ironman 70.3. My name's Laura, I'm 21 years old, and with 6 other athletes, I'm going to be competing this weekend. If you're new to the triathlon game, let me quickly explain to you what an Ironman 70.3 even is. It's a middle distance triathlon, meaning you have a 1.9 kilometer swim, followed by a 90 kilometer bike ride, and ending off with a half marathon run. This Mallorca event has kind of become a tradition in my family. For the past 2 years, friends and family have all taken turns in taking part. There's 15 of us in total this weekend, 9 of which are staying in the same Airbnb. So you already know it's going to be an epic time. And of course, I thought I'd take you along and document everything and see how much of the chaos I can capture. Before this race weekend properly gets started, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supported me along my journey through training, and of course also everyone that's come here to support me. From previous events, I know how much effort goes into the support crew, so a big thank you. And now let the proper fun begin. Enjoy! Did someone say carb loading? Look at all of this stuff. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Das passt niemals hier rein.
We're gonna have to make it fit, dummy. We're gonna have to make it all fit. There's gonna be 9 of us living in this Airbnb, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of people, a lot of food, a lot of good talks, a lot of everything, a lot of sweets, a lot of tiramisu, a lot of cottage cheese, a lot of mozzarella. Oh yeah, that's good. Today is Wednesday, it's the first... It's Wednesday, first day in Mallorca. We're just about to prep the bikes. Obviously they were packed up for the flight, so we got to put the tires back on, the chain back on, and then we're just going to go for a quick little spin. I'm going to wear my tri-suit, which I only got a couple days ago, so I need to make sure it actually fits right on the bike and just feels good moving in it. So let's prepare the bikes and then head off. I love this triathlon suit, but the only thing that's different is that the pockets are like zips from the side and not just ones that you like put food in from the top. So I need to see what it's like to use the zips. My parents did a trip to Decathlon a couple days ago and they got us the last necessities. For example, some bottles that we can use on the run and on the bike and that we can just like throw away. Also some sets for the bike, very important, so that if anything happens we can change the tire and stuff like that. A fun pair of socks for me to match with my tri-suit with. And also a couple more gels.
Tell me what just happened. I heard loud pop. Laura and I were like, and now my thing popped. Yeah, tire popped. It was really loud, but that's why we do these kind of practices. So now we can learn how to change a tire. Yay!
So as you saw, Domi's tire actually exploded. I am super lucky that this happened before the race and not during the race. It takes so much longer than I thought. I reckon you get much faster with every flat tire. Domi is in proper prep right now. I've already kind of laid out what my gels are going to be in my nutrition, and I've kind of just done it like off the top of my head what I think is going to work, and I feel like I've got a pretty solid plan going. This is my pre-race, my transit, my bike, and my run, and Domi's taking it a bit more seriously. She's calculating all her gels, all the carbs in her gels, and then when she wants to take what. And then she has, that's the bike route, the bike elevation, to see when she wants to take what, because she doesn't want to take, you don't want to, what do you want to take?
I want to take a gel when it's hard, so on the uphill part. And then I want to take a bar when it's easy, so I can breathe on the downhill part.
Yeah.
So.
And what she's doing is great, because when she's done, she can explain everything to me, and I can make sure that my nutrition is on point. So thanks, Domi.
Later that day, the rest of the team arrived, so this is a perfect time to give you a quick introduction to everyone. Introducing Felix, the group's entertainment department, and a walking argument against taking life too seriously. This is my brother, part overgrown child, part mischief maker, part absolute endurance machine. You never really know what Nick's gonna do next, but you know what? Neither does Nick. This is Paulina, probably the kindest person you will ever meet. If encouragement was an Olympic sport, she'd have several world medals by now, and she somehow made every single person feel like they're winning. This is Domi, single-handedly keeping the tiramisu business alive, and especially speedy on the bike. Dancing their way through life together, this is Ella and Jimmy. Ella cheering us on with unlimited amount of energy, and Jimmy captured our memories, somehow outperforming the actual media crew. And last but certainly not least, Consti and Tanya. Consti, our support crew manager, logistics department, and customer service hotline. Without him, this trip would have been a social experiment. Tanya, everyone's personal cheerleader, part supporter, part motivator, part emergency response team. She was there before you even knew you needed her help.
It is 2 days till the Mallorca half Ironman, and today we're trying.
Good morning.
Alle wach. Alle in der Umgebung wach. And today we're trying on our wetsuit with our tri-suit for the first time.
The difference in between all the faces you read, when the grass ain't green, when you fix everything.
I'm putting on Glide so the wetsuit doesn't rub up all the skin.
G'day mate. Put the trim on the barbie. Get some swim session in late in the morning. 2 days before the race, mate. Not checked in, we're gonna do that after breakfast. What we got to do swim session first, caught catching fish for breakfast.
When it's all been replaced, each level feels the same. It really goes either way. I don't know about you, but I gotta get it out. I don't know how soon, but if we die,
I hope it's not this wavy tomorrow, in 2 days.
Well, no. Wasn't that bad last year?
We're going for a swim. For me, it's a practice having my tri-suit underneath. And for them, it's just to get into the open water with their wetsuit. So, let's go!
It's 10 a.m. and we're on our way to the event area. We're gonna do the registration, go to the merch tent, see what kind of fun jumpers and t-shirts and whatnot we can find, and then rest of the day we're gonna go to lunch, go for a little hike, and then everyone else is arriving tonight, so we're gonna have a big dinner. We're heading to the registration. How are you feeling just before registration? I feel like I can fly into the room. Nick, the second time.
Yeah, baby, ready to rock and roll.
Very cool. How do you feel? Good. I'm excited. Yes. This makes it real. It makes it real. It's happening.
Aber ihr seid auf jeden Fall bei dem Ding, genau, weil das ist ja das Beste. Weil da verteilen sich alle und da könnt ihr hin und her wechseln, je nachdem wer wo ist.
Hallo? Mr. Niklas, Mr. Stormy? Niklas!
It's the morning before race day. We're going for a shakeout run along the beach. Woohoo! Oh yeah! Woohoo! Done. Check. Good job.
We're gonna die today. Easy run.
Yes, team. Woohoo!
Yes.
On behalf of Ironman and the Ironman Spain team, my name is Paul Kay, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to a wonderful weekend of swim, bike, run, and a little bit of fun. Well, maybe lots of fun. It's up to you. Do you know that you can choose right now what kind of race you're going to have tomorrow? You have that power. I mean, you can't choose to win it if you haven't trained to win it. But you definitely can mentally go, I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to enjoy the energy. I'm going to enjoy standing on the beach, waiting to start my swim. I might even enjoy the swim. 15th edition of the Zafiro IRONMAN 70.3 Alcudia, Mallorca.
Alright, here's an update. It's 12:30 p.m. right now. We just came back from the expo. We went to the briefing, which was super motivational, really good to see a bunch of athletes and to hear what the guy was saying was very inspiring and gave a good outline of what the course is going to be like tomorrow. And now, looking outside the window, the weather is not playing into our cards. It's windy and rainy, and we're just all crossing our fingers that tomorrow the rain kind of subsides. Rain on the run route wouldn't be as bad, but rain on the bike would not be optimal because obviously it's slippery, the glasses will fog up, it's just wet, it's kind of gross. So fingers crossed that if it does rain tomorrow, it's towards the end of the day and we can finish our race without having to worry about slipping around. Everyone's doing their own routine right now. We've got most of the support crew downstairs doing posters and getting all of their stuff sorted, and then us athletes are doing our last bike checks, our last equipment checks, and we're packing our transition bags. As an athlete, we get given a few things with our registration. The first thing is this awesome backpack. In the bag we have our start number, which obviously we display on the front and the back depending on what part of the race we're in. And then we also have a bunch of stickers with our race number that we put onto our bike and our helmet. We have our transition bags. So it's blue for bike, red for run, and then the grey is just our street bag. We also get given this awesome athlete shirt, which everyone is already rocking, walking around Mallorca in. And then last but not least, we have our swim cap, which has IRONMAN 70.3 on it, and it's also the 50th anniversary, so that's why everything has a 15 on it. So my plan now is to make sure that my transition bags are packed, all my fueling is already done, bottles are filled up, labels are on my bike, and then later today we're gonna head to the bike check-in. Also, a little side note, I'm snacking a ton during this day because I obviously want to get my carb loading in, so I've had a bunch of biscuits and sweet treats. Alright, I think I've packed it all. Let me give you a quick rundown. So I have my 3 bags here. This is my bike bag, so in between the swim and the bike, that's this one. Between the bike and the run, it's this one, and this is what I can have afterwards, and also what I'm wearing before the whole race. So let's start off with, this is my race suit, and then obviously also my wetsuit will go over the top of this, but that's that. And then I have my swim cap and my goggles. These are just to wear at the start, to just throw away, and then glide, very important for the wetsuit. Then the first bag is this one. So in this bag I have the things I need for my bike. My helmet with my number on, my shoes, I have my bottles. This bottle I just have as like a wash bottle, so I can just wash myself after the swim. And then I have these 2 bottles which I'm taking on the cycle, a water bottle and a bottle with electrolytes. I have all of my gels, my extra gels, a towel, my glasses, my bike tracker, a banana just to fuel in case I want something else other than gel. And then in my next bag I have, oh, and also this I'm going to put on the bike. Then in my next bag, I have everything I need for the run. So I have another bottle with electrolytes, which I'm going to take with me. Then I have options of fueling in between the run, just so that in case I really don't feel like a gel, I can have something else. I have another chafing stick, just in case it's rubbing anywhere, I can do that. My gels for the run. And that's basically it. Yeah, and then I have my running shoes, obviously, and my bike with all the stickers on. I think this feels good. I've just put my tricep back on, and the pockets on this are a bit different, so I wanted to test out how my nutrition fits, and it fits perfect. I just have to open it from the side instead of going in from the top. And the way I've sorted it is that on this side I have all the nutrition that I'm definitely going to be taking, and on this side I have kind of my reserve nutrition. And then also I've sorted it so that my gels are easy to see what type I have, so when I'm cycling I can just quickly look and see what flavor it is, instead of having to take it out, because the other side is a bit harder to see the flavouring.
Hello, Editing Laura here. Quick side note, all of that in theory sounds really good, but the reality was in my transition I did not have the time to sort it out that neatly. So that plan kind of went through the window, but if you have the time I would suggest planning it out like that.
And then I'll put my rubbish in here, all thrown out in the rubbish area, and then I'll also have tissues in the side too.
I know, jetzt schon.
Manchmal zeige ich es nicht.
So we're here at the bike check-in now.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Really good.
It's almost race day.
Everything's packed.
We're this close to beating everyone in the race truck.
We have our bike and swim and run gear in the bags, ready.
What a lot of people miss is that right now is the most important part, because you're scouting all the competitors here. And for me, the most important thing is which person could I kick off the bike the easiest. Not that I'm going to do it, but that's one of the things I'm really looking out for, yeah? The other thing is really the movement of the glutes. Are they activating them or not? Lots of people are not activating their glutes, and if they're not doing that, you pretty much already won the race against those blokes.
Oh yeah. Got everything packed in our bag. Let's get it. He looks crazy fast.
The best part is when you see people with a crazy bike and then you overtake them.
my bike stand. I'm gonna run all the way over here after the swim, get my bike and sprint down there. And the whole gang is here too because we have pretty similar start numbers. So Dommy's down there, Mum, Dad, Nick. Woohoo! Checked in with the bike, all bags are dropped off, and now we're going to the cafe, and then tonight is dinner. Right, I've just come to the water to see the swim for tomorrow. I hope it's not as choppy as it is right now. Oh my god, the music. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. This is crazy. That's gonna be our start. We're gonna be lined up in there, and then we run out, and then we swim along the buoy, along the buoys, all the way out there, and then we cross, and then we come back on this side, and then we run through those gates, and then we head off to get the bike. Whew, that's quite far.
It's the evening before race day. It's 11:15 p.m. and I'm just about to go to bed. It's been such a cool few days. We have such a big crew of people. We're 18 people with 7 athletes, which is insane. It's awesome, and everyone has done such a good job of making sure that everyone around them is feeling good, feeling prepared. The support crew has been amazing. Like, I could not have wished for better people around me. Everyone here at the house is making a list of what we want for breakfast so that the athletes can wake up later and they can make breakfast for us. I had Tanya especially helping me pack my transition bags and making sure all my bike gear is ready, making sure I feel good. And it's just, it feels so good to feel looked after, but also to feel motivated and supported. Like, I don't know how I could have been supported better throughout this journey, so I'm super grateful right now. The biggest things going through my head is that I want to enjoy tomorrow. My alarm is set for 5:40 a.m, which is pretty early. The swim start is around 7:40, so we do have a good amount of time, but we need to have breakfast, we need to get over there. We obviously don't want to be in a rush, so the timing is perfect. Consti was on the timing, so he's done a very good job about that. And yeah, it's just, I'm ready for it. I know I've prepared well, I know I've trained well, and I want to enjoy it. I want to push myself to my limit. I want to see what my body is capable of. I'm just stoked, I'm just excited. I'm gonna get nervous tomorrow, especially standing there doing the clap. I'm gonna get emotional, I think. But I just can't wait for everything. I can't wait for the adrenaline, the jitters, the nerves, the smiles, the cries. I'm gonna take it all with me. And I'm so proud of myself. I haven't even finished the race and I'm already proud of how far I've come through training, how my mindset has changed, and what I've kind of become through these 10 weeks. It's been awesome. So first of all, big thank you to everyone that's helped out, and I need to get my sleep in, so good night, and we'll see each other tomorrow morning.
Good morning! Wow! Yoo-hoo!
The really important thing today is you really have to activate them. And I'm talking about the glutes, of course.
Ja, war schon wirklich, dass ihr das macht, ne?
Ja.
Ich wollte was zeigen und der so... Nee.
Ja.
Oh, wie süß!
Shelter me with your wings.
aus dem Athletenhaus. Stimmung ist gut.
I don't usually tend to cry. Instead, I tend to bury it inside. It's been hard for me to fall asleep, building burdens up to kill my dreams. But I know I'm feeling alone. My spirit gets low.
It's now 6:55 a.m. and we're about to drop off our bags for the last time, head over to the swim start and kind of get in the groove, get in the line, and then we're off.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm very excited. Had a good sleep. Breakfast was amazing with everyone helping, and now it's just about having a good time. Having a good time, pushing to the limits.
What's your focus for the day?
I just want to be proud of myself after and know that I did as much as I can. Yeah.
I'm a very proud brother.
I say good morning. I say buenos dias. Bienvenidos, benvinguts. Welcome to what is going to be a beautiful day, because you choose to have a beautiful day today. Mucha suerte. Good luck. See you on the finish line.
Oh, es geht los. Was sind eure letzten Worte, Mädels? Ja, das ist gut. Laura, last words?
I'm ready. Bring it on. Go, Dani.
Niklas, bist schon da? Last words? Ja, was hast du mich letztes Mal gefragt? Was ist das Geheimnis? Spaß haben. Let's go.
You will swim, you will bike, you will run, and you will finish the 15th edition of Zafiro Ironman 70.3 Alcudia, Mallorca.
Jeden Schritt, freut euch, genießt die kleinen Momente, genießt den Schmerz. Let's go!
Kilometer 16 auf dem Fahrrad. Niklas ist drüber gefahren in 26 Minuten 58. Das entspricht einem Tempo von 35,5 km/h.
Der Beißer.
Unglaublich. Laura direkt hinterher, 30 Minuten 38, im Schnitt von 31. Unglaublich.
Wadenbeißer.
Das war's, der Rest noch nicht da.
Ab die Post.
Break all the rules, break all the
What an experience. This race meant so much to me personally, and I can't even put into words the feeling of crossing that finish line. Another big thank you to the whole support crew for putting a massive smile on my face every time I saw you. Another shout out to the thing that guided me through training. Trust me, the Believe Rap will get you to that finish line. I'm incredibly proud of all of us who competed, and now that this journey is over, I can't wait for the next challenge.